What is poppin'? So what we're looking at here is Wonderfi Technologies. Happy New Year, and we're gonna get right into it. Right, so we're on the log chart just to make things a little bit easier to look at. I love this chart. We've spent a long period of time, all of 2023, developing this base. Some of 2022 as well. Strong base under 39 cents. Strong base up and down. Look at the inflows of volume coming in, especially from November 2022 to late last year, so December 2023. Right? So over a year, and if we look at just the volume patterns here, you could see that big money's positioning themselves for something. Look, big money's coming in. Lots of big spikes in bullish volume, right? Happening at the lows. The end of 2023 was huge, right? Large inflows of money coming into the stock. The characteristics have definitely changed. If you pay attention here, we shoot up within like 5 days, 230%. We're over here, we're slowly creeping up, almost as if somebody, some entity is just buying the stock up. Every single day, just a little bit, right? Buying bunch of it, but not in a drastic instant like market moving price, almost as if they're waiting for people to sell so they can pick it up, slowly increasing their bid. Okay, that's what it seems like it's happening. Why I'm saying that is because we're on the 2-day time frame here and we're riding the 8 EMA very smoothly, right? The past few days, we want to highlight these two price zones. We came back and we reached 28 cents. Today, we wicked up above 34.5 cents. I think what we might be looking at is playing sideways until this 8 EMA catches up, and then we go and tackle this 39-cent zone. That's what we're looking for on Wonderfi, right? So again, we could be seeing a nice bullish move to the upside, and maybe we spend a couple weeks developing a bull flag pattern, let the 8 EMA catch up on the weekly time frame, and then this would act as the continuation pattern to bring us up to this 39 to 50 cent range, right? Again, I mentioned it earlier in the past few videos. A big zone we need to battle is going to be this major zone, 39.5 to 54. We spent a long period of time just basing out in that range. We haven't been there in quite some time. Since September 2022, we have not been. So over a year, we haven't been in that zone. I think this is the time for this stock, especially considering the bullish catalyst coming into the space. ETFs potentially going to be approved, if not this week, next week. The Bitcoin halving, huge, right? And then you have to also think about, like, what is Wonderfi trying to do in the Canadian space? I think what Wonderfi is trying to establish is to be the powerhouse exchange in Canada. So the Coinbase of Canada. That's what we need to start thinking about on Wonderfi Technologies. As you could see, when we look further at the technical characteristics of this, right, we go to the 2-day time frame. Look how much selling, right? Look at the selling, and then look at the volume of the selling versus the influx of, or the inflow of bullish volume, right? So we could pay attention to this because I think it's very telling, right? The bearish volume is very few and far in between, and the large bullish volume coming in is significant, right? This is, in my opinion, again, it's just my opinion, from looking at many charts, volume always precedes price. This big amount of volume coming in is preparation, big money and smart money preparing for a potential large move going into 2024. So we have this entire year of what could potentially be a nasty bull market, right? So if we're looking for a trend here, we're going to look for a higher low being developed somewhere in this range. Potentially we come back to 25 cents before we continue on upward. Maybe we retest this zone and we see a continuation. This is what we're looking for. Whoopsie. That's what we're looking for here in 2024. So there's still large upside in the name. Could potentially 2-3x from here. And if things get real parabolic, then pretty well this could be all garbage. Things could potentially look like this. What the hell's going on here? Whoopsie. Things could start getting freaky and look like that, where we just rocket up towards this zone and then we create a large pattern going into 2025 and get a breakout. That could be something that happens, right? There's a bunch of different scenarios. What I'm trying to say right now, the gist of it, it's not the time to be bearish now. We had a strong and long bear market that brought us down 95%. We've been going sideways for over a year now. And now you want to be bearish as we're breaking up out of this large base that we've been developing. It's not the time. That's the breakdown on Wonderfi. Easy.